Now I don't read emails. I don't write you back. I just got to go with my instinct because these fuckers are getting to me. I'll be totally honest with you. I haven't checked my email in 8 months.
Wow.
And you know me. I used to be the guy at the old place. Like, I would spend hours. Thanks for listening to the program. You know, blah, blah, blah. You rock. Opie.
I answer a lot of people now on MySpace. A lot of people write. A lot of it's just comments, so I just go through them and post the comments. But some of them, they have questions about the show, little comments, and I'll write them back, shit like that.
But can you give them instructions that conversation is not to happen? Hey, man, I hate to bother you, but I just wanted to say thanks. You go, thank you. And that is fucking it. Do not go, hey, dude, don't write again.
I have to.
Don't write again.
Don't write again.
Just one email per person.
One. I'll give you a response. Thanks. But please don't go, and I don't want to correspond with you, motherfucker. I'm just saying thank you. It is. If motherfuckers sent a letter to Humphrey Bogart and said, I loved you in Casablanca, and he goes, dear fan, nigga, don't send a response to the fucking response. It's over.
That's all you get.
Dear fan, I'm glad you liked my motion picture. You don't write him back. Hey, Clark, received your email, your letter, with a big quill and fucking ink.
With a Clark Gable stamp. Boom. Motherfucker. And this is the same, because I used to be, when motherfucker asked me for my autograph, I'd be like, I'll write an entire soliloquy. I would just, thank you so much for
name.
It's just like I just spit on my finger and put a line. Get away from me.
But getting back,
the National Enquirer, which used to be like a joke, and no one ever believed. Remember when no one believed what was in these papers?
They were like Men in Black, the Men in Black.
Yeah, Men in Black, the alien abduction, and it's like, this is where we get our news.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah. This now is the paper that only tells the truth about celebrities. Like, you won't see anything printed badly about celebrities for the most part. But now, the Enquirer is the truth. And they have got a section in here on this issue where it's celebrities looking bad. Extreme Celebrity Flaws. That's what it's called. And it's it's horrid pictures of celebrities, and they're showing their faults.
Oof.
Courtney Cox and her Dumbo ears. Lindsay Lohan, this picture's been on the web, making the web. It's her with her back slightly turned, looking very bony and anorexic, and she's got a hairy back.
She's got a hairy back?
Yeah, a lot of hair, a lot of freckles, and the side of her titty is showing. They got Angelina Jolie just walking down the street.
There's nothing wrong with Angelina Jolie.
Something horribly
You would
wrong.
never think anything bad. She's just walking down the street. What could they find? Well, they have an extreme close-up of her hand, and there's veins.
Let me see.
Now, when you're walking with your hands down, your veins are going to pop out a little.
Wait, but the caption is bony fingers.
Bony fingers, veiny hands.
And they do look like she was just like washes her hand in formaldehyde.
Yeah. The captions are great. Is she auditioning for an E.T. sequel? Those fingers are way creepy. Ouch.
Way creepy.
They're not that bad.
No. They're horrendous.
I mean, if they have to get a extreme focus on her hand to find something wrong with her, I think she's doing okay.
Well, the corpse bride.
What else you got?
If it's celebrity flaws issue, you got to have big celebrities like Angelina. So they find anything they can. Star Jones. They have her since she lost so much weight. They have her with this sweeping neckline on a dress she's wearing. And it says, Star Jones, next time, droopy, please wear a bra.
But they show her tits?
They show her tits.
They could be the worst tits ever.
They are completely flattened out.
Completely flat.
And they're laying on what I guess used to be her gut. And now that she's lost some weight, now they're just flapped down flat. But where her cleavage should be, because there's such flapjacky things, there's like a cut. There's a line, almost like a scar, stretch mark cut thing going on. I don't know what that is. I don't want to know. It is so heinous. And she's smiling, just showing this. And
how about the lovely Katie Holmes?
Yeah, we talked about
Katie Holmes.
She gets the swamp mouth there.
As Mrs. Tom Cruise, she shouldn't have scabby lips.
Oh.
And there they are, scabby lips. They have Rosie O'Donnell with some complexion issues. Halle Berry, a huge picture of her head in close-up as she's talking with a booger up her nose.
That's sexy.
It is so heinous to look at. Look at the Halle Berry booger. There it is.
Halle's booger.
The Halle booger.
Sexy.
That's Halle booger.
Flaking, man.
Then they have bad hair section where they got Sybil Shepherd with curlers in her hair looking like she's chasing kids off her lawn. Prince William going bald. Gwen Stefani with her blue like pixie hair, but that's, she can walk around like that. She's Gwen Stefani. Ted Danson completely bald. Then John Travolta.
Wait, Prince William going bald?
Yeah. Prince William's got like a horseshoe thing going on.
Oh, he got that peninsula.
His father was like bald at 15.
Oh, damn.
That is a curse for a good-looking white kid.
That's done in a year.
Yeah, the Prince William hair is really horseshoeing.
20 years old, 21 years old?
He's a young guy. Then John Travolta. Now, he said at the Oscars his head looked a little weird, like they had just packed hair on there, like a chia hair kind of thing. And they have an ultra close-up of his hairline by his temple, and you can see gauze blended into the color of his skin with makeup and hair put into that. So he's obviously got some kind of hair system, like a hair club type system. Yeah, look at that right there. They have one picture of him further away, and then the close-up.
Get the fuck out.
Dude, it's like makeup-colored gauze
This is
over his head.
unbelievable that they would do
They are
this.
exposing all these motherfuckers.
The special you got big eyes issue.
Yeah.
We rarely promote this shit, but you got to pick this one up. This is pretty damn good.
This is a good one.
And then you got the ultimate. Are you to the ultimate picture
Oh.
yet? That was the picture we showed Pal Talk, and they were creeped out.
I didn't even look at this. This is a bunch of chicks without makeup on.
Yeah.
So they're showing that. Some of them, like Jessica Simpson, they show her with makeup with the big doe eyes and everything, and that's fine. And then without makeup, she just looks like, fresh-faced girl. What's the problem?
Look at Lopez. Look at J-Lo.
Yeah, J-Lo needs a little eye makeup there.
Why?
She definitely does. Look, she's kind of... That's Jenny from the block.
Yeah.
That's Jenny from the block. Right there.
That's Jenny from the stupid.
Beyonce. It's just all of them without their makeup on. And then on the back page, we got Fergie from Black Eyed Peas, and she seems to have peed herself.
Yeah, they've discussed that one on VH1 on one of those clip shows.
Yeah, one of those fucking clip shows on VH1.
Web something. There's one called Web Junk 10, hosted by somebody else.
She's
it's
like,
pretty obvious that she pissed her pants.
She peed herself.
Probably had to take a leak in the middle of the show and was like, you know what? Who's going to notice?
Sexy.
John Stamos on the cell phone hawking a huge loogie out of his mouth.
Oh, my God.
They got him mid-loogie. It's amazing that these photographers are amazing.
I thought he was eating spaghetti.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. He's sucking up a big piece of pasta.
The photographers aren't amazing.
They are.
No, because they just go
to catch a guy.
They're pretty much doing film with a camera.
But that's artistic.
They get 100 of those pictures and go, all right, well, I'll use this one.
That's an artistic thing to catch a Louis that long.
They take 100 pictures within a second.
Paint taking a piss.
This is like, what happened to the Clark Gable days and, the old Betty Davis day. You never got pictures of them. I got a vomit behind the dumpster. And there's a photographer. It was always glamorous, like they treated him like royalty.
A picture of Katharine Hepburn shitting in an alley.
It was like they treated him like royalty. And here comes Clark Gable down the red carpet. Let's get a word from you. Clark, what do you feel about your new motion picture? Well, it's going to be great, and I think everyone should go out and see it. It wasn't him, like, fucking taking a leak outside the Grauman's Chinese Theater.
Yeah, they left him alone back
They left him alone. Now it's, John Stamos spitting. Here's Keanu Reeves vomiting outside the door of a car.
Power vomiting.
Just power booting outside of the door of his car.
There's very good volume in that.
Yeah, and then they finished off with Clint Eastwood.
Oh, man.
He's in his swim trunks that are, like, pulled up to the mid-gut. He's just... how old is this guy now?
He has to be 75.
Yeah. I would say 75.
Has to be.
His left leg seems to be a normal elderly gentleman's leg. His right leg is an elephant man leg.
It's really scary.
There are things going on. I guess it's exploded varicose veins that are just squirming their way and building up lumps and bumps. It's like a relief map of Mars or something.
I think he's got worms living in his leg.
It looks like there's worms under there, right?
Just they're digging their way out.
There is a worm. It's like across his kneecap is a python.
Yeah, look
there
at
is
that.
something going on there where he's got some issues.
Clint is 75. Good job.
75. And then they got Pink. What's she doing? Taking a leak?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know
Just
what?
Pulling her skirt up and pissing.
Let E-Rock.
Here's Katharine Hepburn taking a leak.
E-Rock, show the camera all the good ones. We'll show the Pal Talk camera all the good ones
Catherine Hepburn
as we continue with the show, just in case you don't feel like going to the newsstand and get
Let's
some
take a look. Joan Crawford has the crabs. Joan, can we get a picture of your crabs? This is wonderful. Look here as Cary Grant vomits outside the Brown Derby, where he has just had the sirloin steak. Wonderful.
What happened to Humphrey Bogart? You got a picture of him?
Now getting out of his limousine is Humphrey Bogart with the beautiful Lauren Bacall. Oh, pussy shot. Look as she gets out. We're looking up her skirt. Wow, that's a lot of hair.
Hanging out with the nigga that played the piano in Casablanca. What?
Shave it again, Lauren.
Well, someone must have hair plugs.
They treated him like royalty back then.
Can you believe
it was
it?
always about, how about a few words for our listeners out there? It's wonderful. I hope you see my motion picture. There you have it, folks. And people were satisfied.
And
now they want fucking...
And the clicking camera, you can hear clicking.
Yeah. Exploding flash bulbs. That's all they cared about. Lauren Bacall, look at her droopy tits. Let's get the camera down there. We'll give her flash burns as we try to zoom in on these primitive cameras. Flash burns. Yeah, she's got all these stars going home with flash burns on their tits from their block of wood with gunpowder on it.
You fucking Betty
Here
Davis
she
is
comes.
snatch. That's hilarious, man.
Oh, man.
Look at the cottage cheese ass on Betty Davis. Looks like she sat in a gravel driveway for a few hours.
Times have changed.
Look at the boogie hanging out of Mary Pickford's.
Mary Pickford, America's sweetheart. Has a big load of snot coming out her nose, and we have the exclusive pictures.
Oh, my God.
And walking down the carpet is Charlie Chaplin. Look at that. Maybe Lauren Bacall should take a lesson from his mustache. Are you putting the Halle Berry booger up on there?
Yeah,
that was really rude, man.
We're just showing the pictures on Pal Talk for
fucking royalty
They
back
really
then.
never had fucking controversy back then.
No.
Like, you didn't know Rock Hudson was gay until
he was dead from AIDS.
until it was over.
Then that was it.
They said that the press knew about JFK banging women in the White House, but they just left it alone.
They left all that
But
alone.
that's when they would kill you. Like,
Yeah.
that's what kills me now. It's like people come out and fuck with the president. It makes me nervous sometimes. You come out and fucking talk about the president.
Yeah.
Back in the day, man, you used to wind up dead, man. Marilyn
Yeah.
Monroe and the bitches just show up dead.
Yeah, they just show up dead.
With pills glued to their hand and a fucking some type of
obvious-
suicide note with the pen shoved in their head. I hated it. I couldn't live with my guilt with a pen shoved in the head with the note.
Her own name spelled wrong.
But there you go. See, we got proof.
She killed herself.
She killed herself.
And now, people don't care. There was no CSI shit back then.
Is that Marilyn
No one
Monroe?
cared.
Is that Marilyn Monroe in the bag? I don't know. And they just zip a face, zip back up.
Zip,
Yep,
that's
her.
it.
That's her.
Tragic news out of Hollywood as Marilyn Monroe was found dead from a drug overdose. I'm talking with a man here off camera with a gun to my head.
That's back when motherfuckers used to die.
Yeah.
We still don't know who killed the president. That motherfuckers
Nope.
would kill you if you
They
fucking
kill
talked.
you. That's when it was like people think it is now with the government conspiracies and shit. That's when it was going on. Now, there's too much openness. There's too much for us to look into. The second someone tries some secret society crap, people know it's on the web. Some friggin' 14-year-old has a blog written about it, and it goes out all over the place. But back then, All right, we're going to keep this one quiet. Who tonight? Imagine the room where they sit there and decide, all right, Marilyn Monroe's got to be killed. Like, who's the group of guys that go, all right, who is it tonight, guys? Marilyn Monroe? Yeah, we got to kill her.
She fucked the president.
She fucked the president. You know the deal, right? Yeah, we know the deal.
And she's telling everybody about it.
Bunch of Lucky Strikes in the ashtrays.
Wait a minute. And when they found her in the bed, she was perfectly posed as a woman that killed herself. One arm up, the other one like...
Her hand over her forehead, like she was in distress.
Oh, woe is me, pose.
Found a nude in dramatic pose in her bed. That room, though, must have just been something.
Marilyn Monroe drowned in the Sahara Desert. Drowned in no water. But it was water in the lungs. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Water in the lungs.
The government had to go build a pool real quick to throw in. Send out the pool team. X11 pool team. In the middle of the desert, there's a fucking pool with her at the bottom.
Fucking anyway. All right.
That was the good old days, man.
The good old days.
Well, E-Rock's showing the pictures from the Enquirer.
There's Fergie wetting herself.
With all the flaws of the current celebrities.
Here's Katharine Hepburn pissing herself. She was going out with Spencer Tracy, and they kind of kept it quiet. That was in The Aviator, part of the movie. And they kept shit like that quiet. Sometimes they'd threaten people or pay them off or whatever, but they would.
But the government was in deep control of Hollywood back then.
Yeah.
They were in deep control. That's what happened with the what was the thing with the communism?
McCarthy, yeah.
The McCarthy thing?
Yeah.
How that got started it was genius how the government freaked it. It was JFK's dad who used to be the big ambassador.
Joe Kennedy.
The Joe Kennedy used to be an ambassador over there, and he set the Jews up sweet. Because fucking Thomas Edison was a big time racist, right? So he's like, I'm not. He started the film industry, Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
But the Jews, it was in New York, and he was like, we ain't fucking with your Jews. Sent them back over to Hollywood in the desert. The 5 moguls, they created Hollywood. Joe Kennedy went over and said, listen, we need you to make a couple of good movies about our allies, the Russians, during World War II. They made the movies, then the fucking war ended. They had a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Then the Cold War started, and they released the fucking movies that Joseph made.
Look at this.
These dirty Jews, they're no good.
Commie motherfuckers.
No, that's what they did. That's what the government did, man. He set the Jews up.
A lot of people blackballed back then, weren't able to work, ruined their careers.
But they were told to do that by Joe Kennedy.
Yeah.
The black man has
their
the best
careers.
Conspiracy theories ever.
It's not.
But back then they were just
you guys and your conspiracy theories in general, though.
They ended Hollywood as we know it.
They got such a reign of power over Hollywood by threatening them. They could accuse someone of being a communist, and you were a communist.
Yeah.
And you were out of the business. Goodbye. Done. So everyone towed the line.